This is various different things that I have learned that are secrets that are within the Bible. I think that it would be detrimental and also very interesting, very intriguing for people to learn the various different secrets that are hidden within the Bible and things that people controversially and like kind of conspiracy theorist wise will a lot of times place the secret meanings and underlying subliminal or sublime meanings esoterically of what these things in the Bible really mean. So the first thing that I want to show you that is hidden within the Bible is that there were other civilizations before Adam and Eve. Genesis chapter 1 verse 26 through 28 explains the creation of man on earth. Technically, a lot of people believe this is the initial creation of man. Some people believe that it is earlier than that, but we will allude to those things and study those things later. But for time's sake, we're going to go into Genesis chapter 1 verse 28. Genesis chapter 1 verse 28 says this: Them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. So the word replenish here, you see replenish, it's kind of out of focus, it's getting in focus there. Replenish, that word there, replenish, is the key in this verse, that there were people on the earth before Adam and Eve. It says replenish. Now, if they were told to fill, that is the initial point of generating generations upon the earth. But if it is to two people who are male and female, who are given the task of populating the planet Earth, why are they told to replenish it if they are the two initial people starting off a genealogy or generations or progeny? So here you see the word replenish in Genesis chapter 1 verse 28, and the clue or connection point to that is in the book of Genesis chapter 9 dealing with Noah. So I'm going to show you in the book Genesis chapter 9 how Noah is told to replenish the earth, and we know that Noah was not the first person on earth, so it's very understandable why Noah would be told to replenish the earth, because people were on earth before Noah, which meaning Adam as well as the descendants of Adam and Eve were the people who were killed off in the flood. So you see here, replenish is a word that is told within the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 28 that Adam and Eve were told to do, replenish. So you can see here in Genesis chapter 9 verse 1, it says, And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. So you see here the word replenish in the book of Genesis chapter 9 verse 1. Replenish is a clue to Adam and Eve's descendants' destruction or death in the flood. So they are told, Noah, and his family are told to replenish the earth. And, that's understandable because Adam and Eve and their descendants were on the earth before Noah. But who was on the earth before Adam and Eve? Why would they use the word replenish in Genesis chapter 1, verse 28? That is a secret or a clue to the people and civilizations on the planet earth before Adam and Eve. This is the book of Exodus chapter 3. We're going to verse 1. It says, Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of God, even to Horeb. Okay, so we're going to turn the page. We're going to go up here, and it says, And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. And when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, God called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. So I want to show you here that this is an angel speaking to Moses out of the midst of the bush. Okay. So this is a angel. That is the word Elohim or Malachim in Hebrew. And the Malachim, Sheol, El Adonai, or Yahweh, or Eliyahuah, appeared unto him in a flame, Sheol, of fire, or of fire, out of the midst of the bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. So it's explaining to you that the angel is who is appearing out of the midst of this burning bush that is not being consumed and not burning up in Moses' sight.